countries have laws set in place to make sure you avoid certain jail time, like stealing or killing someone. But if you have plans on traveling, it's best to do some researches before stepping foot into the country and end up having to serve some major jail time. If I ever traveled, I would definitely make sure I researched and make sure what laws to avoid breaking. Ladies, if you plan on traveling to Barcelona, it's best to leave your bikini at home. But if you do plan on taking your bikini, it's best to stop by the hotel you're staying at to change, because the law states that if you are spotted anywhere else besides the beach and you're wearing a bikini, you will get an on the spot fine of $650 to pay. Has your parents ever told you to finish what's left on your plate before you get up? Well, if you plan on traveling to China, it's best that when you eat, it's best to leave a little bit of food on your plate, because it's considered rude to finish everything on your plate. Contrary to urban legend, it's not customary to burp to show your satisfaction of eating, but it's always best to leave a little bit of food on your plate. It's probably freezing cold in Switzerland, because you would have to be an idiot to hike through Switzerland. Authorities will charge people based on their public indecency law. Like, one instance, one man was charged 100 Swiss francs or francs, however you want to pronounce it, and just for hiking in his birthday suit. And I bet because of him being naked, I bet he was probably freezing his butt off just for hiking naked. Considered to be illegal to step on any money that has the king's face on every single note. The law states that anything considered demeaning to the royal family would be considered offense. So if you ever visit Thailand and you go to drop your money, it's best not to step on it, because you can't catch it, especially since it'll be considered demeaning to the royal family. To any lady who wears heels. If you ever go visit Greece, don't bring any heels with you. High-heeled shoes were banned in Greece because of the damage that they were causing at Greece's oldest monuments. And also, showing your butt in public can get you a pretty hefty fine to pay, and we all know not all of us bring a whole lot of money to spend. We've all done this before where we peed in the pool, peed at the beach. But in Portugal, it's best not to do so because the country has outlawed you to pee in the ocean. But if you are caught doing so, you will be told to come out and to go find a bathroom. And we all know there probably won't be no bathrooms nearby. Smoker and you smoke like any type of tobacco, it's best to leave it all back home because in Bhutan it was outlawed and banned by the supreme leader back in 1729. But it wasn't until 2004 where the National Assembly of Bhutan has banned tobacco nationwide. It was the first country to ever go smoke free. So if you're a big smoker, it's best to leave all your cigarettes or whatever you smoke back at home. In certain parts of the Middle East, avoid the way you dress in places like Iran and I saw in Saudi Arabia. Avoid wearing revealing clothing, and women, you have to cover your heads. In places like Jordan, drinking was banned due to religion laws. So if you're like a heavy drinker, you might want to avoid certain places in the Middle East. Of flowers, it's best to avoid buying an even number and yellow ones at that, because an even number of flowers are given at funerals in Russia. And also, if don't smile, because if you smile you won't get one back, because unless Russians will have a reason to smile. So you can either say cheese and smile or don't, because you won't get a smile back from them. To all you left-handed people, when you travel to India, it's best not to use your left hand. If you're going to go use your left hand for giving money, shake hands, or whatever you do with your left hand, it's best to switch hands, because in India, it's believed that our left hands are used to wipe our butts. So lefties, it's best to think about using your right hand more when it's time to travel to India.